today's topic is temperature coefficient. உங்களுக்கு ரெண்டு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் சொல்றேன். ஒன்னு வந்து ஓம், சார்ஜ் சைமன் ஓம். Ohm did lot of experiments on circuits to correlate the voltage and current. அதுல நிறைய எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் பண்ணி ஃபெயிலியர் ஆகும். நாட் ஓன்லி ஓம், அந்த பீரியட்ல உள்ள எல்லா சயின்டிஸ்டுமே ட்ரை பண்றாங்க. யூரோப்ல, அமெரிக்காவில் எல்லா கண்ட்ரீஸ்ல உள்ள பிசிசிஸ்டும் ட்ரை பண்ணாங்க. டியூரிங் தட் பீரியட் ஜோசப் ஃபூரியர் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு மேத்தமேட்டிஷியன், வெரி ஃபேமஸ் மேத்தமேட்டிஷியன், அவர் ஒரு பேப்பர் பிரசன்ட் பண்ணார் பேஸ்ட் ஆன் தெர்மோடைனமிக்ஸ். அந்த பேப்பர் தான் ஓமுக்கு ஒரு பெரிய கிஃப்டா இருந்துச்சு. அந்த பேப்பரை பேஸ் பண்ணி ஓம் டிக்ளேர் பண்ணாரு, டெம்பரேச்சர் ரிமைன்ஸ் கான்ஸ்டன்ட், current through a conductor is directly proportional to voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance. அப்ப temperature play a vital role. Temperature vary ஆனா resistance vary ஆகும், resistivity vary ஆனா resistance vary ஆகும், length and area of cross section vary ஆனா resistance vary ஆகும். இதெல்லாம் அவருடைய ஃபைண்டிங்ஸ். அதுதான் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல ஒரு ரெவல்யூஷனை கிரியேட் பண்ணுச்சு. இது ஒரு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். திஸ் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் இஸ் அவைலபிள் இன் worldfamouspeople.com அந்த வெப்சைட்ல இருக்கு. செகண்ட் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன், செகண்ட் வேர்ல்டு வார்ல ஜெர்மன்ஸ் வந்து ரஷ்யாவில் என்டர் ஆயிட்டாங்க without knowing its climatic conditions. ரஷ்யாவில் கிளைமேட் கண்டிஷன் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. ரஷ்யாவோட போனா அது -டிகிரில இருக்கு. அப்ப அந்த சோல்ஜர்ஸ் போட்டிருக்கிற பட்டன்ஸ், ஷர்ட்ல உள்ள பட்டன்ஸ் எல்லாம் மெட்டல்ஸ், ஹெவி மெட்டல்ஸ். தட் மெட்டல்ஸ் வில் பிகம் பிரிட்டில். பிரிட்டில்னா அந்த சாக் பீஸ் எடுத்து அப்படி உடச்சி அப்படி அது மாதிரி ஆயிருக்கு. ஜெர்மனோட வார்ஷிப்ஸ் எல்லாம் அந்த ஃபெயிலியர் அனாலிசிஸ் பண்ணா, ஸோ when the metal is bring down to -°C கொண்டு போறப்ப அதனோட ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி மாறுது அப்படிங்கிறத கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க. இப்ப significance of studying temperature coefficient in electrical engineering is to select a material for a specific purpose. For example, இப்ப லேப்ல ரியோஸ்டர்ஸ் இருக்கு, ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் பாக்ஸஸ் இருக்கு. இப்ப இதெல்லாம் டெம்பரேச்சருக்கு ரெஸ்பாண்ட் ஆனா நம்ம எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ இந்த மெட்டீரியல், இந்த எருகா, constantan, manganese, it does not affect with the temperature. Resistance will not vary. Hence we choose that materials. Similarly, இப்போ வந்து ஜெர்மனியம், சிலிக்கன், இந்த செமிகண்டக்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் நெகட்டிவ் டெம்பரேச்சர் கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட் ஆகுது. அப்ப அது ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் வந்துடும். ஆல் கண்டக்டர்ஸ் அண்ட் மெட்டல்ஸ்லாம் பாசிட்டிவ் டெம்பரேச்சர் கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட். ஸோ ஒரு மெட்டீரியலை நம்ம சூஸ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா அந்த டெம்பரேச்சர் கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட் எவ்வளவு, அதோட ரெசிஸ்டிவிட்டி எவ்வளவுன்னு பார்க்கணும். ஸோ இந்த சயின்டிஸ்ட் என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா ஆல் ஓவர் த வேர்ல்டு ஒரு ஸ்டாண்டர்டைஸ் பண்றாங்க. 20°C எவ்வளவு இருக்கு அப்படிங்கறத டேபுலேட் பண்றாங்க. இட்ஸ் அ டேபுலேட்டட் வேல்யூ. சம் கண்ட்ரிஸ் வந்து 0°C இந்த டெம்பரேச்சர் கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட் வேல்யூ கொடுக்குறாங்க. ஸோ டெம்பரேச்சர் கோஎஃபிஷியன்ட்ங்கிறது the variation of resistance per ohm per degree centigrade. ஸோ அதனுடைய வேரியேஷன் எவ்வளவு இருக்கு per degree centigradeல அப்படிங்கறத இண்டிகேட் பண்றது தான் அதனுடைய வேல்யூ. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், இப்ப காப்பர் இருக்கு. காப்பர் வந்து 0°ல 1 ஓம். and the copper is bring down to -234.5, அப்ப அதோட ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் 0 ஆயிடும். Therefore the change in resistance வந்து 1 ஓம் R0. So formula வந்து R0 divided by, that is change in resistance divided by change in temperature. That is 0 minus of 234.5 போட்டீங்கன்னா பிளஸ் ஆயிரும். 1/234.5 by 1, that is equal to 1/234.5, that is equal to 0.00426 per degree centigrade. This derivation வந்து எல்லா டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்லயுமே அவைலபிள். பட் இருந்தாலும் நான் சிம்பிளா டெரைவ் பண்ணிருக்கிறேன், அதை வந்து எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன். Here alpha is equal to 0.00426 per degree centigrade of copper is given. Now I choose three resistors R0, R1, R2. Its initial temperature T0, T1, T2, alpha 0, alpha 1, alpha 2. I can write the equation R1 is equal to R0, that's the initial resistance, plus R0 into alpha 0 T1. This R0 is common, I take it out. R1 is equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha 0 T1. This is 1. Okay. Next is R2 is equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha 0 T2. This is 2. I found R2 by R1 is equal to 1 plus alpha 0 T2 divided by 1 plus alpha 0 T1. This is 3. Okay. Next, I can write in terms of R1 is R2. R2 is equal to R1, the resistance value, plus R1 into alpha 1 T2 minus T1. This final temperature, in this T1 is the initial temperature. Therefore, R2 is equal to R1 plus alpha 1 into T2 minus T1. Therefore, R2 by R1 is equal to 1 plus alpha 1 into T2 minus T1. This is 4. Here, the 3 and 4 are equal R2 by R1. Similarly, R2 by R1. I equate 3 is equal to 4. Therefore, 1 plus alpha 1 T2 minus T1 is equal to 1 plus alpha 0 T2 divided by 1 plus alpha 0 T1. I simplify the equation. Finally, I will get alpha 1 is equal to alpha 0 1 plus alpha 0 T1. Similarly, alpha 2 is equal to alpha 0 by 1 plus alpha 0 T2. This is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is next, that is alpha 0. How I can find alpha 0? I will use this equation 5. Alpha, I choose, from the equation I can find alpha 0. That is alpha 1 into alpha 0, alpha 1 T1 is equal to alpha 0. Therefore, alpha 1 is equal to alpha 0 into 1 minus alpha 1 T1. Therefore, alpha 0 is equal to alpha 1 divided by 1 minus alpha 1 T1. This is 7. Now I know the value of alpha 0. I can find what is the value of alpha 2. I substitute this 7 in 6. I will find alpha 2 is equal to alpha 1 divided by 1 plus alpha 1 into T2 minus T1. This is 8. The first problem is the field coil of a motor has a resistance of 200 ohms at 15 degrees centigrade. Find the resistance at 45 degrees centigrade. Assume that alpha is equal to 0.00428 per degree centigrade at 0 degree centigrade. In this problem, coil resistance is given, that is 200 ohms at 15 degrees centigrade. And alpha 0 is given, 0.00428 per degree centigrade at 0 degree centigrade. These two values are given. We have to find what is the resistance at 45 degrees centigrade. The formula is R45 is equal to R15, that resistance value. Then we know it, this is 200 ohms given. 1 plus alpha 15, that is temperature coefficient at 15 degrees centigrade, into difference in temperature, that is 45 minus 15, 30 degree. This is. That I have to find what is the temperature coefficient at 15 degrees centigrade. The formula is alpha 1 is equal to alpha 0 1 plus alpha 0 into T1. The alpha 0 represents temperature coefficient at 0 degree centigrade. That's a given value. Therefore, alpha 15 is equal to 0.00428 divided by 1 plus 0.00428 into 15. That is equal to 0.00422 per degree centigrade. Therefore, R45 is equal to 200 into 1 plus 0.00422 into 30. This is in centigrade. This is per degree centigrade. Cancel. Therefore, we will get in ohms. Therefore, R45 is equal to 225 ohms. Therefore, the resistance value R45, resistance at 45 degrees centigrade is 225 ohms. The second problem is a potential difference of 220 volt is applied to a copper filled coil at a temperature of 15 degrees centigrade and the current is 5 amps. What will be the mean temperature of the coil when the current has fallen to 3.91 amps, the applied voltage being the same before? The temperature coefficient of copper at 0 degree centigrade is 0.00428. So in this problem, voltage is given 220 volts. The temperature is given 15 degrees centigrade. Current is 5 amps. When you are applying a 220 volts in the coil, the current is 5 amps. The coil carries a current of 5 amps. Suddenly the current comes down to 3.91. When the current is less, naturally the resistance will become high. At this condition, what would be the mean temperature? This is the question. The current is 5 amps. When it has come down to 3.91, what will be the temperature? And alpha is given, alpha naught at 0 degree centigrade is 0.00428 per degree centigrade. R is equal to V by I. Here R15, at 15 degree centigrade, the resistance is 5, the resistance is 44 ohms. That is 220 divided by 5 is equal to 44 ohms. Similarly, RT, at the time at mean temperature, RT, RT1, RT2, something like that. You can choose anyway. RT is equal to 220 divided by 3.91, that is 526 ohms. The resistance will become high. Now we have to apply what is the value of T2. Already we derived the formula R2 by R1 is equal to 1 plus alpha naught into T2 divided by 1 plus alpha naught into T1. Therefore, RT by R1 is equal to 1 plus alpha naught T2. Alpha naught we know it, 1 plus 0.00428 into T2 divided by 1 plus this, you simplify this, you will get 1.0642. Therefore, 56.27 divided by 44 is equal to 1 plus 0.00428 into T2 divided by 1 by 0.64. By simplifying the equation, you will get T2 is equal to 84.31 degrees centigrade. The third problem is a base of an incandescent lamp with a tungsten filament is marked 220 volts 60 watts. So already operating voltage is 220, its rating is 60 watts. Measurement on a Wheatstone bridge of the resistance of the lamp at 20 degrees centigrade indicates 20 ohms. The measurement they measured the value of resistance at 20 degrees centigrade. With the help of Wheatstone bridge, the resistance is given. What is the normal temperature of the incandescent of the filament? What is the filament normal temperature? If the resistance temperature coefficient is 5 into 10 power minus 3 per degree centigrade at 20 degrees centigrade. So in this problem, the operating voltage is given 220. The rating of the bulb is given 60 watts. The resistance at 20 degrees centigrade is given 20 ohms, which is measured in the Wheatstone bridge at 20 degrees centigrade. And alpha naught is given 5 into 10 power minus 3. Once we know the operating voltage and rating of the bulb, we can calculate the current. That is W is equal to V into I. Therefore, I is equal to W by V. That is watt divided by voltage. 60 divided by 220 is equal to 0.273 amps. Once we know the voltage and the current, we can find the resistance of the lamp. Resistance of the lamp is equal to 220 divided by 0.273 is equal to 805.86 ohms. Therefore, the RT, what is the question is to find the normal temperature of the incandescent filament. So we have to find what is its normal temperature. RT is equal to R20 into 1 plus alpha naught T2 minus T1. We have to find what is the value of T2. We know the value of R20, that is R20, that is 20 ohms given. Alpha naught is given. T1 is given. So simply substitute in the formula. Finally, you will get 39.29 is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 3 T2 minus 20. Then you simplify, T2 is equal to 7878 degrees centigrade. Simply substitute the T2 value in this equation, that is 805.86 into is equal to 20 into 1 plus 5 into 10 power minus 3 into 7878 minus 20, you will get the same value, that is 805.86. Problem 4. Two coils connected in series have a resistance of 600 ohm and 400 ohm and temperature coefficient of 0.1% and 0.4% respectively at 20 degrees centigrade. Find the resistance of the combination at a temperature of 50 degrees centigrade. What is the effective temperature coefficient of this combination? In this problem, two coils connected in series. One coil resistance is 600 ohm. Another coil resistance is 400 ohm. Its temperature coefficient of the first coil is 0.1%. That is 0.001. That is alpha naught is 0.001. Similarly, the second coil coefficient is 0.4, that is 0.004. Given is 0.4%. So that is divided by 100, 0.004. We have to find the resistance of this combination at 50 degrees centigrade. And also we have to find what is the effective coefficient, temperature coefficient. The first is R50, that is 50 ohm. We have to find at 50 degrees centigrade what is the resistance value. The R50 is equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. Here alpha is given, alpha value is given, the T1 value is given, T2 value is given. T1 is 20 and T2 is 50. Therefore, R0 is given 600. Then 600 is at 20 degrees centigrade. So what is the total resistance at 20 degrees centigrade? 600 plus 400, that is 1000. Because it is connected in series. Therefore, R50 at resistance at 50 degrees centigrade is equal to 600 into 1 plus 0.001 into 50 minus 20, that is 30. We will get 618 ohms. Similarly, R50, that is the second coil, 400 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. 400 into 1 plus its temperature coefficient is 0.004 into 50 minus 20. We will get a resistance of 448 ohms. The total resistance at 50 degrees centigrade, this 618 plus 448 is equal to 1066 ohms. That is at 20 degrees centigrade, its total resistance is 1000. Therefore, 1066 is equal to R0 into 1 plus beta, the combination. We have to find what is the value of beta. That is the question. Beta into T2 minus T1. Here R0, this 1066 is the combination resistance at 50 degrees centigrade. This 1000 is the total resistance at 20 degrees centigrade. Therefore, 1066 is equal to 1000 into 1 plus beta into 50 minus 20. that is 1066 by 1000 is equal to 1 plus beta into 30. The 1.067 minus 1 is equal to beta into 30. That is 0.067 divided by 30 is equal to beta. The effective temperature coefficient beta is equal to 0.0023. So in this problem the values are different. Two temperature coefficient is given, the resistance of the coil is given, and the coils are connected in series. We have to find what is the effective temperature coefficient. If they are connected at 20 degrees centigrade, if I include 50 degrees centigrade, what is its value? So the effective temperature coefficient is equal to 0.0023. The fifth problem is a copper rod 50 centimeter long and 2 mm radius has a resistance of 0.55 into 10 power minus 3 ohm at 20 degrees centigrade. Find the specific resistance of copper at 20 degrees centigrade. Second part. If this rod is drawn into a wire of 0.5 mm radius, find the resistance of wire at 20 degrees centigrade and at 60 degrees centigrade. Assume temperature coefficient alpha is equal to 0.00426 per degree centigrade. So in this problem L is given, length of the rod is given 50 centimeter, therefore that is equal to 0.5 meters. The radius of the rod is given 2 mm. Resistance is given 0.55 into 10 power minus 3 ohm at 20 degrees centigrade. We have to find the specific resistance of copper at 20 degrees centigrade. That is the first part. In the first part, we can calculate the area of cross sectional area. A is equal to pi r square. Pi into 2 mm, 2 into 10 power minus 3 the whole square, we will get 12.566 into 10 power minus 6 meter square. Length we know, that is 0.5 meters. Resistance is also given 0.55 into 10 power minus 3. Substituting the formula, we can find the resistivity is 1.382 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. Resistivity of copper at 20 degrees centigrade is 1.382 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. First part is over. The second part, the same rod is drawn into a wire. Naturally the radius of the wire will become 0.5 mm. When it is rod, it is 2 mm. It will become a wire, R is equal to 0.5 mm. Therefore, A2 is equal to pi into R square, 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 the whole square. A2 is equal to 0.785 into 10 power minus 6 meter square. The volume is same. A1 into L1 is equal to A2 into L2. We know all the terms except L2. Here we know A1. This is A1 is already we have found. We know the length of the wire rod, and A2 already we have calculated 0.785 into 10 power minus 6. But substituting the formula, that is A1 into L1 is equal to A2 into L2, therefore L2 is equal to A1 into L1 divided by A2. By substituting, we will get 8 meters. The length of the wire is 8 meters. The length of the rod is 0.5 meters. Now we have to find what is the resistance. Here, its radius changes. Naturally, the resistance also will change. R2 is equal to rho 2. That is value, that is resistive value, resistive of copper, into L2, that is rho into L2 divided by A2. Rho already we have found at 20 degrees centigrade, 1.382 into 10 power minus 8. Length of the wire is, we know, 8 meters into 8 divided by A2. A2 we have found, that is 0.785 into 10 power minus 6. The resistance of the wire is 0.141 ohms. Now we have to find what is the resistance of wire at 20 degrees centigrade and at 60 degrees centigrade. At 20 degrees centigrade, the resistance value is 0.141 ohms. Now we have to find what is the resistance at 60 degrees centigrade. And here we know alpha 20 is equal to alpha naught divided by 1 plus alpha naught into T. Here the value is given. This is a given value 0.00426 divided by 1 plus 0.00426 into 20. That is 0.00392 per degree centigrade. Therefore, R60 is equal to 0.141. This is R0. R0 is nothing but 0.141 into 1 plus this alpha is given, that is 0.00392. We have calculated into T2 minus T1. Final temperature is 60, initial temperature is 20, that is 40. If we substitute the formula, resistance at 60 degrees centigrade is 0.163. Resistance at 20 degrees centigrade is 0.141 ohms. The resistivity of the copper at 20 degrees centigrade is 1.382 into 10 power minus 8. Plenty of problems available in B.L. Thareja volume number 1. Please refer. With this I conclude my lecture. Thanks for listening.